September, along with the start of school, the start of football today. The NFL season officially kicks off, and that old cliche is literal here. It's going to be a kickoff, and the season will begin. And we've got a lot of top teams to talk about. Who could be a Super Bowl contender? That first game, Eagles hosting Cowboys. It's a matchup that features one of the league's oldest and fiercest rivalries, and for hardcore NFL fans, nothing else matters than what happens on the field between now and the Super Bowl. But for some who don't know much about the X's and O's, it's okay. You're not alone.
I thought it was like Jared Goff is here and Josh Allen's here. And they're going to be like, they blow a whistle and then they go at each other. I didn't know what a first down was. I didn't know what the chains were. I didn't know what a tight end was.
But there is still time for all of us to learn, and Taylor again proves it. Take a look.
I fell in love with it. I became obsessed with it. I became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And my friends are like...
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There is hope for all of us.
Hope for all of us. Even if you were not engaged to a multi-time Super Bowl champion. Is it 2 or 3, Keiana? 2 or 3? 3-time Super Bowl champion. We are still learning ways that you can get engaged in the game. And to help you get engaged, we're bringing in Keiana Martin, as you just heard, CBS Sports HQ. She's an analyst there to help us break down what you need to know before the action begins tonight. Great to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here, you guys. I'm excited.
Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles defending a Super Bowl championship. What are you expecting tonight?
Okay, so you go from being the targeting to the targeted. You have that on your back, being the defending champs. But if I had to say, I would say the Eagles are probably the most complete team in the NFL. They are primed to repeat as champions, be one of those handful of teams that can do that. But also, you're facing a division rival in the Cowboys. You know those games never go easy. And it's week one. There's so many questions, so many just variables that we're not sure of. One being the Cowboys have a new coaching staff. How will that take place? How will that affect their offense this year with their new head coach, their new offensive coordinator? So I look at those kind of things. But all in all, I mean, the Eagles are heavy favorites. I'm just saying. So things certainly looking their way this game.
Speaking about favorites, people love the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to be playing the Chargers down in Brazil. What are you looking for besides whether Taylor Swift is going to be there?
Okay, besides Taylor, what I'm going to be looking for to see is, are we maybe seeing the end of this Chiefs dynasty? We talked about those Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, and there's that Super Bowl hangover that everyone talks about. We've seen it happen to teams. You lose that game, and then that next year, it's hard to kind of get back to that point. I want to see how this team reacts, how they bounce back, and how they open up the season, especially considering this is a very tough division that they're going to play in. Their division rival, the Chargers, also a team that's made a lot of upgrades. But also, we've been talking about Travis Kelce. He has hinted that maybe this is his last year. It's the final year of his contract. Maybe he's looking forward to more off-the-field things. So I want to see how this team looks out of the gate, and maybe can they make that push back to the big game?
It's going to be interesting. We've also got some great action on CBS this weekend. I think it's Packers-Lions.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of interest in the Lions this year.
A lot of interest, and we were talking about that during commercial break. A lot of people eyeing the Lions as a potential Super Bowl favorite.
Super interesting.
But they also have some changes as well. I think that's what's so exciting about the opening of the NFL season. You're getting to see how these new pieces are working. They lost their offensive coordinator who went to the Chicago Bears now as their head coach. So how will this offense look? And nonetheless, the Packers getting better. We'll talk about some of those additions as well, but it's going to be a fun divisional match.
There have been so many upgrades and updates. A lot of new players coming in. Who were you watching?
Okay, you talked about that. That's what I was just going to. Micah Parsons, now he was with the Dallas Cowboys, now with the Green Bay Packers. I'm interested to see how the Cowboys fare without their 2-time All-Pro pass rusher and how he benefits the Packers. Then also, I think it's something we haven't really seen in the league in a very long time, or hardly at all. The Jacksonville Jaguars getting a 2-way player, one of the first full-time 2-way players in Travis Hunter, the rookie coming in playing both on the offensive side and the defensive side.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
Yeah, exactly. I got it. Don't worry. That's why we're here to learn everything.
I'd like
just
to
like
see
Taylor.
Jacksonville make a run. Hey, before you go, let's do a little rapid fire.
Down.
Cue the graphic. Your MVP pick for the season.
Okay, my MVP, I feel like you have to go for Lamar Jackson, but I feel like I have a wild card. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. He's going into his second year. He had a great year last year. I'm picking him for my MVP pick.
How many Chiefs games will Taylor Swift attend?
Okay, here's my thing. I had to look at her concert. She finished her tour last December.
You looked at her schedule?
I did. So now looking at what lies ahead, she has an album coming out, so probably a little bit of press. Let's say over 50%.
Wow, that's a lot. So that's like, what, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Hottest take of the season other than that one?
Okay, I'm going to make some people in New York very, very happy. The longest active postseason drought in the NFL will end. The New York Jets will make it to the postseason.
Ooh.
It's the longest drought. So
oh, my God.
How do we feel about that?
Someone
Jets
just fell
fans?
over in the other room. All right, Super Bowl halftime show performer.
Okay, I was going to go with Dua Lipa. I was going to go with Sabrina Carpenter. But then I just heard what we were talking about here on CBS Mornings. There have been little hints. And you guys know what Taylor Swift has been working on? Her sourdough bread. You know where the Super Bowl is? Santa Clara, California, near San Francisco. I'm just saying it's known for its sourdough bread.
It is.
Just
right. San Francisco sourdough.
Hot take.
That's why that's why you're an analyst. I like that.
All right. Your predicted Super Bowl matchup to close us out here, and who's going to win it all?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I am a homer. I can never pick against my own team. So I see the home team of Super Bowl 60, the San Francisco 49ers, facing off against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And like I said, I'm a homer.
Wow.
Niners are going to win.
Do they still have Mr. Irrelevant as QB?
He's still there.
Wow.
He is still there. Very relevant now. Newly paid.
Newly paid.
He's
Oh,
doing
I got to
great.
look this up. That's interesting. All right, Keiana Martin, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. This Sunday, Nate and the rest of our NFL Today team will come to you live from Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. It's not frozen yet, but the Green Bay Packers will host the Detroit Lions. Coverage begins at noon Eastern here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.